Here we go. Come on, push it. Push it, push it. Very good, everybody. Very good. So, the day has finally come. What's up? We are here. Salute to all my DJs. Good morning. Good evening. How you doing, everybody? Thankfully, alarms exist because, oh boy, I wanted to continue sleeping. But I remember this is happening. So we're doing this for the community. We're doing this for the army. What's happening, everybody? Good morning. Man, it's gonna be really, really, really good. We'll go ahead and touch base on many things right now. I'm very happy to see my community is up and ready. How y'all doing, fam? Welcome. Drinking the blood on the streets. Not only drinking the blood on the streets, but you see that V-shaped recovery, guys, right here. I bought this so much, man. I'm a vampire fan. We ate it up. I bought the 3. I bought the 290. I bought the 270. Tell me in the comments how excited you are, everybody, for this, because Bitcoiners attacking XRP, Riot, the mining company, attacking Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Then Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse responding yesterday, right? It's gonna get good. It's gonna get good, and we thank you guys for choosing us today to join us for this special live stream, a special stream where we're gonna be listening today from Brad Garlinghouse, and it might take an hour or so. We'll see. I don't know how long it's gonna be. We got a lot of people in the chat. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Question in the chat. I think we are gonna be putting will XRP pump today because of the news. I like that one. I like that. Why not? Let's just go ahead and get started with something. You gotta help me out with the energy today, fam, because I barely woke up my eyes. Barely woke up. But we remembered. We're here. XRP to pump because of Community Day. Yes. Stay the same. Or no. Dump. All right. I like that. Oh man, a lot of us, we started some decent positions, some nice longs, and you guys are, well, having fun with that. That's really nice. So let me go ahead and take a look at the stream right now, the comments. We have also a video by the CTO, David. I haven't actually watched it, but it's a few minutes ago. A few minutes long. It's basically kind of like saying that the SEC or Ripple case is over. How cool that is, man. Freddy in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I see. He turns off the TV. Okay. It's going viral. It's actually going really viral, this one. He just turns off the TV. Boom. He's speaking right there and then off. Got it. Oh boy. So in about 15 more minutes, the SEC Ripple case is not on the website. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So who do we have in the house, guys? Good morning. Please, good news. I know, man, right? Alex, here's the first one. Alex, what's up, Alex? Really happy to have you, man. Lord Wolf is here too. Well, guys, get ready, enjoy, sit down, relax. We are gonna be listening to the Ripple people, Ripple X, including obviously Brad Garlinghouse today. Oh, by the way, guys, we got breaking news. What is this? Ripple and Ondo Finance are bringing that, which kind of looks like a stable coin or something, tokenized US treasuries to the XRP ledger. One of the big reasons that I've been saying, get onto the Ondo bandwagon. I've been accumulating Ondo like crazy, brother. I've been buying and buying. Man, I'm just putting all of my positions on my wallets, bro. Like, I'm crushing it. Praise the Lord God Almighty. Like, we're doing well. Because while I was getting some hate, obviously, as always, yesterday, because we said that XRP was going to rise and then we dump. But I had no idea that DeepSeek was going to come yesterday in the middle of the night. So everything collapsed. But now we're back. You see? Nothing happened. It just gave me the chance to buy the dippity dip. The dippity dip. If you had the chance to get a $2.65 cost average, are you kidding me? You are amazing, brother. Well done. None of us could have predicted trillions of dollars lost. I didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't want it to happen. But that's crypto and that's the market, you know? You got to embrace it because that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So we just continue adding up and we're really, really grateful. I'm really, really happy. It's going to look really well. So guys, smash the like button right now. Subscribe to the channel, fam. Turn on those notification bells. So welcome aboard. The alerts are on right now. So everybody can come and enjoy with us. We're changing this one to anyone. So anybody, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Typically, we also turn it to subscribers only. But right now, everybody's welcome, right? No limits. What's up, brother? What time is the announcement with Brad? It's gonna start in about 13 more minutes. It's like it's a conversation. It's a conversation. So it's today. Then later today we have David, the CTO, and much later we also have President Monica Long. Right? It's not one after the other. There's some space in between because they're busy, right? They're busy. So 13 minutes to go. Spamming coming. If we get a lot of it, I'm just going to turn it back to subscribers. No worries. How much XRP will reach today? Let's go ahead and find out. For sure. So yeah, happy to have you guys in the link down below. First one, also in the first link on top of the chat. Join me on BTCC. We're crushing it, man. We're crushing it. XRP 500x positions. Like if you bought this dip, guys, right now you are in the thousands of dollars profit. Depends how much money you got in, right? Don't be scared, everybody. I know it's kind of easy to say it, but I'm already used to, right? We'll see what the price of XRP does right now. There's a few tokens that are still on the red, right? But overall, I believe, even XRP is my winner right now on my watch list. What do we have right here? XDC with a 16% XRP. Even Trump coin is doing decent. It's not crashing Trump coin, which is good. 7% for XRP right now. Not bad. I'll take it. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. And don't you know, pump it up. Also, I like the song from Meet Kevin. Here we go. Come on, push it. Bind the dip. Oh, I love that one. That's back. That's an oldie. That's a 2-3-year-old song when Meet Kevin and everyone in crypto was talking about AMC and GameStop. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with AMC and GameStop, you are so new. You're so new. And we love you guys. But just imagine, 3 years ago, the whole world was talking about AMC, GameStop. It was so crazy. People made millions. People made millions. It was like the meme coins right now, but in stocks, and it was on Robinhood. Oh man, like it was so crazy. I know some of you guys remember. Anybody was from here? Anybody was, trading those crazy stocks back in the day? It was so insane. But it's all over, right? That hype, it's over. But man, crazy stuff. Yeah, about 10 minutes to go, everybody. 10 minutes to go. Roaring Kitty, of course. Roaring Kitty was the legend back then, for sure. So yeah, I mean, the chance to make millions, the chance to get rich, XRP holders. The name of the thumbnail is Robinhood stopped us. Yes, he did. I mean, yes, they did, right? Classic Robinhood. They halted so many times, but comes to show, right, that after so many years, we're still here. I was gonna say, I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, the point is, welcome. It's let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. It's gonna be more of a listening session, right, for me. But I'm pretty excited too. It's just a nice conversation to see what's the latest with XRP, what's the latest with Ripple, and obviously, I'm sure that Brad Garlinghouse will respond to a bunch of criticism by the Bitcoiners. And what I mean is this. So we go to Brad. We made a video yesterday for you guys. Thank you so much for the support. We got a bunch of support. So here it is. He already addressed that. And we mentioned that one yesterday, right? How, since the very beginning, when I saw the attacks by the Bitcoiners, I'm like, aren't we supposed to be together and united and divided? And it is exactly what he's saying, right? And you saw it because that's what I mentioned the first time when I told you, you won't believe this. You won't believe what's happening about 3-4 days ago. So if we work together instead of tearing each other apart, tearing each other down, there it is. That's what he's mentioning, right? That's what he's saying. You think after the cases drop, we will pump big? I think after the cases dropped, and we have a few days, a few weeks to let the market do what it has to do, right? Some people leaving, more people coming in. In due time, we'll go ahead and see some nice pumps. That's what I think. Not promises, but hey, do I think that XRP is gonna be reaching $5? Oh yes, it will. I'm humbly telling you that XRP reaching $5 is not surprising anymore. It's expected, very much expected. But I'll tell you something. I don't really want to buy XRP at $5, guys. It's too much. That is one of the reasons I've been dropping a lot of big dollars on my positions right now, especially at under $3, because I knew that the fear is what I need to be buying more than the greed. XRP, just like that, can get to $4 if it wants to. Really, really fast. It can get to $4 if it wants to. Why is it not 4? Because I think you can agree that there's a lot going on. A lot going on. But thankfully, right? We already liquidated the people we needed to liquidate. The overexposed traders. This killed them. Sad but true. It killed them. It destroyed them. Many positions gone. Now, with that, already on the side, we have a clear direction, and it's mostly up. Because this served for a lot of whales to say, okay, finally we clean it, and now it's time to pump. And I love it, guys. Since 2.65, we already have about 20% pump. A 20% pump. Isn't that cool? Brad speaking on X. Yes, brother. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. I'm still oh baby. It's already started. Already started. It's supposed to start like around in 5 minutes, but thank you so much for the heads up. They started a little bit early, which is good. Nobody's speaking right now. Nobody's speaking right now. Or yes, let me see. Okay, they're getting the speakers ready. Perfect. What is happening, everybody? Good morning. We're ready. We're in. We're about to be listening. Nobody's speaking right now. From what let me just check, because I don't want any issues on my side, you know. No, nobody's speaking yet. Nobody is speaking yet. No, nobody's speaking yet. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Give me 1 second because I got a call. Here we go. Come on, push it. Bind the dip. Bind the dip. Hey, what's up, buddy? You call me? I'm doing fantastic. I'm actually on a live right now, XRP live. God bless you, buddy. Take it easy. Bye. Awesome. Austin Hilton says hi, fam. Welcome, everybody. Very happy to have you. So nobody's speaking right now, but we're already in. We're already in. Is that me, Kevin? I know, right? Oscar, I'm glad I invested at the dip. Just a question from this position. Will it explore or go down? Support, I want to invest more. Well, one way to go safe is just to buy spot trading, which I've been doing. When you feel really, really good about your position, is that when you do long term, right? Longs. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can as well, typing or speaking, but I really, really want to listen. How many people are inside this live? We got 10,000 people, man. Let's go. I'm going to just go to my page right here. So that's good. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm not going to be joining to speak, obviously. I think they're not going to even accept me, but it's fine. I'm here to listen. So who do we have? Ripple X, the Ledger, right? We have Brad Garlinghouse. We have the XRPL Commons, building a community on the XRPL. And we have Marcus, Senior Vice President of Ripple X. So the people that you need to listen to, they're right here. They're right here, everybody, which is really, really good. Is that agua? It's cranberry juice. But I know, right? It kind of looks what you're saying for sure. Brad isn't following right now, 589. Maybe today. I know, right? Bonjour, please explain why would you eat at $5 when going to 8 or 10? Please be the day we say goodbye to the SEC. Imagine, bro. That would be super cool, right? Finally we say goodbye, SEC, and welcome pump. But that's the deal, everybody. That's the deal. Instead of waiting for the pump to get excited, why don't we get excited in the dump and in the blood on the streets and you go all in? How many times have I said the following? Just go all in. I've said many times that people are already tired of me. Tired. They're like, come on, Oscar. You keep saying the same thing. I know. The thing is that I just want to make sure my positions are set. That's basically what it is. If not, I'm lying to myself. Why am I wasting my time not going all in? And I'm waiting to go all in when everybody does it? That's disingenuous. Like, am I going to buy the FOMO? Am I going to be exit liquidity? Of course not. And remember,
we'll be starting in just a minute. Excited for the XRP Community Day, all.
Perfect. Well, you heard it, fam. You heard it. We're starting really soon, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, guys. Turn on those notification bells. Welcome. It's 9 a.m. now here in the US. In Texas, 9 a.m. Welcome to everybody here listening. Over 10,000 people, 13,000 people, right? So there's some
All right.
big.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Marcus Infanger, Senior Vice President of Ripple X, and it's a real privilege for me here today to welcome you all to the very first XRP Community Day hosted on X. To provide some context up front, this is going to be really a global virtual event with the purpose of celebrating the continued innovation, utility, and growth across the XRP Ledger ecosystem, and above all, to showcase and recognize the awesomeness of this entire community. So in a nutshell, this is really about bringing together those of us already contributing to the XRPL in one way or another, but also welcoming the broader crypto community to learn more about XRP's impact and discover how you can get involved in this growing, exciting blockchain ecosystem. In terms of logistics, we wanted to make the event accessible to a global audience, so we've aimed to spread several sessions across the EMEA, Americas, and APAC time zones. So get ready for the next few hours, stack up on drinks and snacks as we'll tour around the globe to cover key topics, including things like cross-chain innovation, institutional DeFi adoption, XRPL ecosystem growth and roadmap, Ripple's priorities for blockchain innovation this year, or the future of crypto regulations. Lastly, I'm particularly excited that we have some great members from the community, such as Axelar, First Ledger, OpenEden, Archax, Peersys, Sologenic, and many more lined up to share their thoughts, insights, and ideas here today. On that note, I have now the great pleasure of handing over to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and the President of XRPL Commons, David Bichiri, who are going to kick things off with a look at recent XRPL milestones, Ripple's role in the community, and also the launch of the RLUSD stablecoin. Over to you, Brad and David.
Hello, this is David speaking. Hi, Brad.
Hi, David. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm calling in from London today. Where are you?
I am in sunny, sorry, I was going to say sunny California. I mean, sunny Florida. It actually is a sunny day in Florida today for those that are down this way. And by the way, Marcus, thank you for teeing everything up and being a key organizer behind this.
Fantastic to get this conversation started. We had a previous conversation last year. I was at the Paris Blockchain Week in April. So not that long ago, but it really feels that so much has happened. So how about we start with maybe doing a recap of 2024? What are the key moments that stand out for you as the CEO of Ripple?
Well, certainly. I mean, 2024, I think, I've been at Ripple almost 10 years now, and I think 2024 will certainly stand out as one of the most monumental for a bunch of reasons. I think it would be a mistake to not start and acknowledge the recent U.S. election, and of course the appointees that came from that election. And sorry, there's some noise going on here in the background. Sorry. So anyway, so I think so. Trump winning the election, whatever you think about his personal politics, for crypto and the crypto industry, it is certainly profound. I think his choice around nominations as the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, is just an all-star of a human being, a brilliant man, and certainly a guy who has leaned into innovation throughout his career. Appointing Paul Atkins as head of the SEC, I think Paul has so far, he hasn't been confirmed yet. He hasn't commented much, but I think many people who know him and have known his points of view about the cases the SEC has brought against Ripple and others, that I think it really will be a sea change. What I think truly I feel like has been an unlawful war on crypto. I doubt there will be accountability for some of that, but I can always be hopeful. I will just say as a random comment on this, I was in Washington for the inauguration, as some people saw, uh, and I went to the crypto ball. And one of the people that was at the crypto ball was Bill Hinman. And I thought, okay, wait, this is the guy who architected the war on crypto, and he's at the crypto ball. I found it, I was quite startled by it. But look, there was an uneven playing field, and that has been reset. It is being reset in real time. And I think, seeing XRP back in the top three in terms of market cap certainly is a manifestation of that. But many on this call will recall that at one point XRP was the second most valuable, and so it's frustrating to look back and to see how the SEC manipulated those outcomes. But I think that's behind us, and so if I'm recapping 2024, I'll start with that's a really big shift. A couple others that I'll just highlight that I'm very excited about and maybe gets under reported on or less attention. The AMM, the automated market maker on the XRPL, went live in 2024 and has done it has now done over $1 billion in swap volume.
Mhm.
Just this year, it's averaging about $17 million per day. So it's done this year in just January, it's done over $400 million. So I think having an efficient AMM on XRPL, I think is a really big deal to make the embedded deck successful. Other things for Ripple, I'll just comment real quickly. We obviously launched Ripple RLUSD right at the end of the year. It's still early days, but very excited about. We've talked publicly about some of the reasons why we did that. The Ripple custody group has signed we signed HSBC last year. You're seeing, and I think people still undercount like how the headwinds are shifting to tailwinds when you see the HSBCs of the world acknowledging that they need a solution around custody even for their customers as well. And the last thing I'll comment on that I think was a big deal for the XRP community in 2024 is getting the ETF filings. You saw Bitwise, Wisdom Tree, Canary, 21 Shares, new ones from Coin Shares, Pro Share. It just, again, back to the winds have changed. I think some people probably saw there's a JP Morgan report suggesting that with the XRP ETFs, once they're live, that we'll see somewhere around $8 billion of capital inflows. And like I'm an optimist. I admit that served me well in life, and I think in some ways we may exceed that handily as we look at what happens in 2024. So I will stop
Definitely,
there
yeah.
as a recap, and back over to you,
Def-
David.
Definitely a good overview of 2024. So I think everyone feels the change in vibe for the crypto space in general, and blockchain applications seem to have a new future in front of them. Do you think it only applies to the US, or do you think that's something that's global?
Oh, I mean, look, all of these technologies are inherently global in some way, and so certainly as I think about Ripple's mandate, and I've said publicly before, for during the SEC lawsuit, the vast majority of our hiring was non-US. I've shared that over 90% of our customers signed over the last 4 years are non-US. I do think there'll be a shift back. I mean, the United States economy is the largest in the world. It's about 22% of global GDP. And when you unlock it's kind of awakening a sleeping giant. If the U.S. economy does start to lean in, and you see major institutions start to lean into crypto, I think we are still underappreciating how strong those tailwinds will become.
Yeah, and I would say from XRPL Commons is operating from France, and I would say for a while we had the feeling that we had a head start before the US in Europe because we had more clarity on the regulation. But suddenly it seems that everyone's getting a whip behind their back to move forward faster. And I think the race for innovation is on, and it's a really positive sign for everyone. I'm very excited about that. Now, a lot of countries, maybe not a lot, but some countries are talking about a strategic crypto reserve. And you being at the front line and talking to the president and the new administration about all crypto matters, what do you think about a strategic crypto reserve for the US, and how do you see that unfold?
Yeah. So first of all, thank you for asking. I could, humorously pretend I didn't even know this was a topic in the crypto land after this weekend's drama. But, look, I'll start by just saying that I have spoken directly with the president on some of these things, and it's very clear to me that the president is committed. He understands the value of these technologies. He wants to be the crypto president of the United States. And I think, one of their clear priorities is to undo some of the harmful things the prior administration was doing. You've already seen the kind of rescinding of what's called SAB 121, which is about banks being able to custody crypto. That's a very big deal. I think the momentum, is already there in week one, and I'm optimistic about what we're going to see ahead. On the strategic reserve question specifically, look, I mean, there's almost two questions to think about. One, does it make sense for the U.S. to have a strategic reserve around crypto? And I think that I'm going to leave to the politicians and our elected officials to make a decision on.
Fair enough.
If we want to maximize the likelihood of that, I think we want to have as much support for that. And by the way, this idea that somehow I was campaigning against a strategic reserve of crypto or even Bitcoin alone is just false. It's just patently false.
Mhm.
I think if the US decides to do this, let's maximize what it means for crypto at large. I think this administration, whatever you may think of their particular policies, they have demonstrated repeatedly they are America first. They want to put US technologies first. They want to put US companies first, particularly given how US companies have been penalized over the last 4 years. I think they're signaling they want to help those companies. And so look, it's frustrating to see the tribalism kind of come to the fore over this past weekend. I think if a crypto strategic reserve exists, I think it only makes sense to diversify beyond just one asset. But look, I have said, and as I tweeted yesterday, I think we should advocate, broadly for the industry. XRP is one of those, as it is inherently global, but there are obviously individual companies around the world that are building on the ledger using XRP, and I think that's frankly why we're having an event like today. So
Mm.
I mean, the last thing I'll say about this is, it's interesting to me that a small country like Bhutan has already launched a crypto strategic reserve, and out of the gate, they created a basket. And that wasn't that to me. It's just like, yeah, that makes sense. If you want to diversify risk, any financial advisor would tell you, holding different, kind of a basket of assets is going to reduce risk and makes good sense. And again, from my point of view, if we want to maximize the likelihood of it passing through Congress and getting the president's support, I think it only makes sense to be aware of his politics and the things that he prioritizes. But hopefully, we don't spend another round of fighting about that one. I hope my tweet yesterday kind of summarizes how I feel about it.
Yeah, I think I
Come
was
on,
keeping these
Bitcoiners.
for later questions, but
Let us leave.
I think maximalism and tribalism is probably the last barrier for the whole crypto space to emerge. And we've been working really hard. I know there are some initiatives that we can mention: the Direct Alliance that brought together XRP Ledger community, but also Hedera, Algorand, XRP Labs. I mean, many actors, technical actors, came together to work on solutions that will benefit users. I think that's the way forward. And clearly you've been advocating for that. So thank you for your leadership on that part. But also, everyone in the community needs to understand either everyone makes it or no one will make it. I think that's a strong statement you made.
Yeah, thank you, David. I do appreciate that, and I think all of us can play a role in helping crypto be successful. I think that some of the rhetoric I heard over the weekend felt very much like 2017 and a lot of misinformation. In my opinion, with malintent. Like, it wasn't accidental misinformation. It's actually, highlighting fake sources and just having this very zero sum game attitude. I grew up professionally in Silicon Valley, and I think Silicon Valley more than any other place was about, how do we expand the pie? It's not
Mhm.
about, okay, am I going to get a little bit larger piece of the pie? In contracting markets, that maybe makes more sense. But in a market like crypto, where I think the opportunities are so large, there's going to be many winners. And it's just, as you already said, I think there's so many areas where we have common goals. And I think it's distracting. And frankly, part of the reason why crypto and blockchain have taken so long to hit a point of legitimacy, because we have people out there saying things that just aren't true. Hey, by the way, one more quick point, I'll turn it back to you. Uh, I know there's some journalists on this session, and I would just highlight that be careful, when you're hearing things, that these criticisms are, who are the alleged sources that these people say they have, and what's their motivation? Why? What are their what are they advocating for, and why? And there's just a lot of misinformation that we used to have to spend a lot of time combating that I thought we had moved past. And then over the weekend, I just was like, what happened? It's back to the future.
Yeah, it's a new cycle, obviously. I'm going to take a new direction here. We have thousands of people connected from the XRP Ledger community. So maybe a few updates on what happened this year. We worked together with Ripple, XRPL Commons, XRPL Labs, and a user-based organization, the XAO to launch a new XRP Ledger Foundation. So a very direct question on that. What's your view on Ripple's role in the XRPL ecosystem alongside the other organizations?
Yeah, so look, I'll start by saying that one of the things I think that some of the other L1s have done well is having an effective foundation infrastructure, if you will. The ETH Foundation clearly is an example. Solana Foundation, I think they've had a very positive impact on bringing new developers in and supporting builders, et cetera. And I think this is an area where the XRP community, the XRP family can and should do better. I'll give you, David, a huge pat on the back. I think XRP Commons has been really fantastic. I know you're still, relatively speaking, new, but I think it's certainly indication of what we think is important and the things we want to support here. So this new foundation, which obviously you're a part of as a supporter, that was launched in November of this past year. Great founding members with you, XRPL Labs, Zowdow, and Ripple, of course. And I think having a serious excuse me, having a serious commitment from a group of folks across the board to support the community, the ecosystem, to improve transparency on funding, to improve transparency on governance, and just creating more opportunities for the community to be represented are all kind of part of that.
I'll use the audience here to again send an invitation. I think everyone needs to understand what this new foundation is tailored for. Really, the mission is to future-proof the network, the protocol, but also to bring on new developers, support new use cases. And so the founding members are there just to create the conditions for the community to get together. And so either directly through the foundation or through the DAO, depending on who you are, what you want to contribute to, we're very welcoming. We really want to get the community together. And so I think everyone has a role to play. Ripple certainly has, but the other parties in the community already have a role to play. So jump in and see how you can contribute to it. And in that part, I think there's a lot of innovation that this new foundation can foster, bringing new core developers. I think there's been a lot of conversations, and I wanted to address it here. How do we bring on new core developers? How do we bring on new features to the XRP Ledger? A lot relied on efforts by Ripple, efforts by the XRP Labs, and we want more parties to be involved. So with that said, there's a bunch of new features that are about to be rolled out or are being discussed at the moment. So I'm curious to know from your perspective, what are the XRP amendments that you're excited by?
Well, like I was saying, agree with everything you just said. I think one of the things has been exciting that maybe could have commented on at the beginning is the pace of innovation on XRPL has really been picking up speed. And that is it's very gratifying, and I think creates lots of opportunities for everyone. A few amendments that I'll highlight that have recently passed. Well, I'll say in advance, I'm sure this will not be an exhaustive list, but a couple that, certainly, I guess I'll highlight three. Price oracles, which are particularly important for stablecoin usage, are super critical. And Chainlink, many of you guys know, is providing oracle services for RLUSD on ETH. Actually, some of you know, I recently met with the CEO of Chainlink, Sergey, in DC, and I think there's certainly more we can and will do with them in the future. Another amendment is the AMM clawback, which also passed for RLUSD use. I think David Schwartz has talked about this, but the AMM is only as powerful as the assets that are available on it. And
Yeah.
if you don't have a high quality liquid US dollar stablecoin, you have to have that in terms of it's really key for trading. The last one, which is one that certainly has been talked about at length in the X sphere. A few months ago, the Ripple X engineering team announced its intent to propose a spec to enable native programmability on the XRP ledger.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about the possibilities here. I know that the team released a blog post yesterday outlining some initial thoughts and vetting different VM or virtual machine options, and certainly encourage everyone to take a look there.
Yeah, I haven't had time to read it, but I know Mayuka has been hard at work, so shout out to Mayuka and the team that is behind. I will probably drop a few other amendments that we are excited about. Oracle's clawback are definitely very important. I think in the line of sight that we have the lending protocol coming that a lot of people are excited about, and we've been in discussion with people that are building on other chains that are really looking at what's happening on the lending protocol, because the minute it goes live, they want to get involved, they want to connect, they want to see how interoperable their solutions can be with the XRPL. The atomic badge XLS56D, I think, that will allow for monetization of applications on the XRPL is also a big one that I know a lot of people are waiting for. And I'll add maybe the XLS78D that hasn't got enough coverage, I think, is the subscription feature that will let builders launch subscription models on the XRPL. And that one has been led by Chris Dangerfield. I also wanted to give him a shout out for his work. So yeah, exciting time ahead. A lot of innovation happening. Hopefully the foundation will lead a lot of efforts in coordinating all the actors that are building new features. And now I want to be conscious of our time here. We still have time to go. So maybe changing gear to Ripple strategy and Ripple opportunities. What are, you mentioned it's been a 10-year journey. So, I'm curious to know what were your initial excitements and how has that evolved today?
So, it is, I'm coming up on my 10-year anniversary, and by coincidence, I had breakfast this morning with the gentleman who ran engineering in the earliest days of Ripple, a guy named Chris Kanan, who's an all-star. And we spent some time reminiscing. And look, for me, joining Ripple, I think a lot of people want to be a part of putting their own dent in the universe and whatever that looks like. It's a kind of quote from Steve Jobs years back. And the vision behind Ripple, and first meeting with Chris Larson, one of our co-founders, the vision around an internet value, an internet of value, is it resonated with me deeply, and it was one of these things where you're like, okay, this makes sense. It makes the
Mm.
world a better place. And the challenge is, of course, when you talk about these big, impactful visions, is where do you start? Like, how do you get step one? And I've used the comparison of, every marathon, takes a first step. And the challenge is like getting the momentum moving in the right direction. And I think one thing I talked about over breakfast is like the momentum now is stronger than it's ever been. And I
Yeah.
think Ripple, as well as the XRP community, is in a stronger place than we've ever been. Look, I think everybody has felt the frustration, and I certainly chief amongst them, of the headwinds. But, look, from a whole bunch of different ways, I find that we're in this just unbelievable, powerful spot now. And 2025 really could be an amazing year. And I mean that. We talked yesterday about some of the new licenses we have. We have obviously invested a lot globally in licensing. We have over 60 licenses around the world. Uh, we're very focused in 2025 on some of the real world asset tokenization. We announced Ripple and Ondo Finance are working together around tokenized US treasuries and bringing those to the XRP ledger. I just think that, again, back to my macro point, people are still underestimating how, when the largest economy in the world shifts from negative to positive, how that's going to change some of these things. And through a little bit of luck and a little bit of skill, Ripple finds ourselves in a really good position in that regard. And I think that certainly is catalyzing and positive for the whole XRP community.
Well, yeah, we also feel very enthusiastic about what's coming ahead. And last year I was thinking exactly the same thing. Like, we've never been so close to the goal of making blockchain mainstream, and this year feels that we're 1,000 years ahead of what happened here last year. So really moving forward, we're very confident in what's happening and what's going to unfold this year. I just see that we're closing to 25,000 people in the space. So thank you for connecting. A question that kept coming when we were preparing for this conversation was the different use cases between RLUSD and XRP. Maybe can you double click there and explain or summarize how do you see different individual use cases with one and the other?
Yeah. First of all, I think this is important to understand the difference, because some misinformation, as again, back to the tribalism point, some people, I think, misinterpreted, our view. We remain completely committed to the XRP ecosystem for a whole bunch of reasons. It's an incredibly efficient blockchain, and obviously we own a lot of XRP. We are totally committed. As a reminder, XRP is the native token on the XRP ledger. It's required for gas, reserves, accounts of ledger. But simply put, XRP is needed to use the XRP ledger. For Ripple and how we use it in our go-to-market as a cross-border payments, we use it as a bridge asset. It's very, very, very fast and nearly free for kind of per transaction basis. And we use it globally, and where currency conversions are less popular, if there's less liquidity, and that way it can complement a stable coin. So moving to the other side, Ripple has used stable coins for years, and we were using Tether, we were using USDC. And as time went by, we kind of asked ourselves, well, given how we at one point we said publicly we were minting 20% of all USDC. And so we kind of asked ourselves, well, wait a minute, could we participate in this market? And I think while we probably will still use other technologies at various points, I think we felt like there's a real role for us to play here. And look, stable coins are required for on-chain payments, and as more and more assets get tokenized on the XRP ledger, I think stable coins are going to be required, and that's partly evidenced even by the Ondo announcement from earlier today.
Well, we have still a lot to explore, and I think there's still a lot of education to do on the usage of RLUSD, and we've seen crazy things happening. People wanted to buy RLUSD for a large amount of money before they were announced. I think people should consider RLUSD as a standard stable coin, and we'll see the different use cases coming up nicely, and the institutions that will go towards one or the other will do that in accordance with regulation. And so there's more material about it on Ripple website, on XRPL Commons website, on xrpl.org website. So I recommend everyone who's interested in understanding the difference to go and read all the papers that were published earlier. We have maybe time for a last question. I'll go with this one. Maybe not everyone knows the peanut butter manifesto, so I'll just give a short story here. In 2006, while you were at Yahoo, you published a manifesto that has been leaked then to the press and is now known as the Peanut Butter Manifesto. And basically, at the time, you were asking for more focus, more accountability, and more innovation at Yahoo. And so my question here, do you think we're entering a moment where the whole blockchain community has recognized the need for more focus, more accountability, and more innovation?
So like I mean this it dates me. I always feel old when this comes up now, but it was something that I'm a passionate guy. I like to get deeply involved in what I'm involved in. So at Yahoo, I felt like that we were squandering this opportunity because people forget that Yahoo at one point was much bigger than Google. Uh, but I say this inside Ripple constantly because I think it's super important. Right? Yeah, make sure I'm still there. I thought I got dropped or something. All right, I think I'm still there. All right. So I say inside Ripple, look, sometimes people confuse activity for progress. It's a really important concept that, like, just because you're working hard on something doesn't mean you're moving the ball forward. And I think what happens in crypto, because there's so many compelling opportunities, there's so many bright and shiny objects, you have to pick and focus. And you have to be committed kind of through thick and thin. And when you go through the hype cycles of first it was initial coin offerings, ICOs way back when, then it was NFTs. And now maybe it's meme coins. And I think Ripple has done a pretty good job, and I'm not saying to give us an A plus, but we've done a good job of staying focused and not spreading ourselves thin and really focusing on how do we make progress, not just for Ripple, but really for the whole community. And I have said it time and time again, like if it's good for crypto, it's good for Ripple. And so part of the reason why I fought the SEC fight was we thought it was necessary for crypto at large. And it wasn't just about Ripple in that moment. So the Peter Manifesto, lives on. I hope we learn some lessons that we apply here at Ripple to make sure we are focused on the big picture and really putting our dent in the universe. So I will say, as we kind of wrap up my segment, I hugely appreciate all the engagement out here. And David, you've been an all-star. So pleased with the progress you've made at XRP Commons. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Brad. And more this year, we're all in for more focus, more innovation. We'll be there for the community. Thank you, Brad. Have a great day. And I think the mic goes back to the Ripple X team. Follow us on X if you want more information about what Commons does and how you can engage with us. And I'll see you around.
Thank you, David Bachiri, Brad Garlinghouse, and Marcus Infanger for this awesome opening session. Hope everybody enjoyed that one. We're going to continue here with the innovation spotlight here in
The fam. Yeah, I was muted because I was listening. I was listening to a bunch of it. Like 25,000, close to 30,000 people listening, guys, to this one, which is really, really nice and huge. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ripple's. And there's a bunch of news right here. So I'll just put it on Brad Garlinghouse right there. What is going on, guys, and welcome. How was that? Do you like it? Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, everybody, if you don't mind. Turn on those notification bells so you never miss an update. We're here early today. Listen to the Ripple Day today. We're going to be having Brad Garlinghouse. Let me just show you, so you're preparing if you want to join. By the way, we got some really nice news on Ondo and Ripple. So this just happened, the XRP Day, the beginning, right? Which is happened about an hour ago. And then David Schwartz, she's going to be coming in at around 8 p.m. my time. So in about 12 hours, David is going to be coming in to speak. And then we have Monica Long, the president, coming in about 11 hours to speak here next. So it was first Brad, and then now we have Monica, and then we have David. So FYI, guys, that's the video of yesterday. Tomorrow it's happening. Well, this is happening, guys. And very happy that we were able to listen to Brad Garlinghouse. And if I could summarize what he said kind of quickly, excited, they're building, obviously just nonsense when it comes to the Bitcoiners and the attacks. He's been in the game. He has skin in the game, when it comes to crypto. So we know what's going on, not much to panic. And as we were listening, we were reacting to the price. And I'll tell you, fam, I bought more XRP, I bought more crypto, I bought more awesome US-based cryptos, I'm asking you in the poll right here, what are you the most excited about XRP with 2,000 votes? The most excited that people are is the end of the SEC lawsuit. That's what people are most excited about. I'm putting some pretty good ones. Launch of the XRP ETFs, Ripple no tax, based on what Eric Trump confirmed, right? The XRP strategic reserve maybe one day, or just XRP price only. A lot of the people are very much ready for the end of the lawsuit. Now, why? I get it. Because once you end that lawsuit, it's like the door unlocks and so many more partners can come in. The end of the lawsuit means so much for us as crypto investors, especially XRP holders. And I get it, man. I get it, man. Definitely some bullish news, but there's still some kicking the can down the road. At the same time, we do at the end of the day have wait for mass adoption. That won't happen overnight. Jamil, you're right, man. You're right. I think my job and the job of the community and what he said is just to get happy, excited, ready that the community is here together, right? Not divided, but together. $4 XRP is going to happen. $5 XRP is going to happen. My question to my listeners today is, are you waiting for that to happen to get in? Because if you are, no judge. Of course, do what you please. But let me tell you, once we get to that point, if right now it's expensive to buy some XRP at $5 XRP, oh boy, that'll be something else, you know. That'll be something. I just want to make sure that I have some really nice reserves at $5 XRP, right? Just in case. Jorge, what's going on? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about right now, right? So really nice stuff from XRP Brad Garlinghouse. You'll be able to watch this entire episode once we are ending, right? But the major point is that all the summary as far as the news with Ondo, what they're doing with Chainlink, what he went to do with the president. He's in talks with the president. Of course, he talked with him at the inauguration. And we're seeing the Bitcoiners talking with the president. We're seeing the industry talking with the president, XRP, and other different crypto communities like Cardano and Ondo, XRP, and more, right? So exciting things ahead. The price of XRP doing a decent recovery of 20% plus. Let me close this one. So if we go to the 4 hours, just enjoy with me this, man. This is just incredible. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beauty. So drop a like if you got that blood on the streets 2.70, because we went hard yesterday on that. Thanks to DeepSeek for giving us the chance to get in, you know. Hey, Oscar, what's your average cost? My average cost is going to be under $1, brother. $1. Which is really nice. A lot of people don't have any patience. Major changes takes time. It's kind of silly and make a lot of people seem immature. Welcome, Loss. Happy to see you, man. Brad was focusing on the community building. He shared his positive thoughts and how crypto is whole. Don't isolate. 100%, man. It's true. Yes, Robert. What's going on, Robert? Happy to see you. There's nothing exciting about the 3.20 price. Exactly. And when there's no exciting things happening at this level, that's when I like to DCA before things get much better. So guys, nice poll that we had right there. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. What are the most exciting things about XRP? And the SEC lawsuit is what everyone is so ready for. And same here, honestly. Same here. With that being said, guys, check the links down below if you want to support the channel. Join me on BTCC. If you are trading, that's the place to go. If you have any questions, of course, hit me up. I'm here in the comments. But that's it, everybody. That was the first one, the start of the XRP day. Brad Garlinghouse. That's a nice conversation. If you liked it, let's go. I'm bullish, man. That's what we keep buying. And we did the right thing. I think we did the right thing to go in at that 2.70. I still cannot get over it. It was just a great call. So put a lot of money on that one, and I think it's paying off so far. Thank you, my community, for coming in and supporting. You heard from Brad Garlinghouse. You heard from XRPL. You heard from the community. So take that information, take it with you, and continue doing your due diligence. All right. Catch you next time, everybody. Good morning. It's still early. So you have a good one. Be safe. Peace. Let's go. Catch you the next time, guys. Thank you.